Bohemians versus the Teutons. I do think the Teutons are a bit better. I'm just going to fast forward a tiny bit. It's Mr. Yo here in red as the Bohemians. Viper in green, which is strange. He usually picks yellow. But today he's picking green for whatever reason. Maybe it was trying to get in the mind games with Leary. Like Leary is always picking green. That's his color. So probably there's some sort of calculated mind games there. Viper playing as the Teutons, which is a civilization that he beat Leary with in the final of the last Red Bull Wallow, and it was insane. People think that Teutons are kind of crap, and in some ways they suffer, but they're a really strong civilization. Basically the strongest melee civilization, I would say. But obviously melee is weak compared to knights, compared to archers, and like they're not, well, they are a strong cavalry civ, but their cavalry are super slow. So if they can force fights, they're super good, but if they can't, it can be bad. If you're chasing a game as Teutons, especially if there's cav archer from your opponent, it's just brutal. It's just really brutal. The Teutons are a really fun civ. Cheaper farms, they can boom really well. Their units are resistant to conversions. Really nice civ to have if you're having a fight between knights and camels. Because your monks have extra healing range as well. They're just set up to win fist fights, basically. It's nice. And Viper coming forward to take his rhinoceros. Okay. Mr. Yo, on the other hand, playing as the Bohemians, which are a strange civilization. Viper is good with Bohemians as well. Mr. Yo, I don't think he plays them so much. I haven't seen him pick Bohemians. Bohemians, very good on arena. They're getting some nice bonuses with their monks. Obviously, they're getting the Hoofnitsa. The first time we saw Hoofnitsa really used was in the group stages of Red Bull, where Viper beat Hera 2-1 on Golden Swamp. That was a crazy game as well. That's the first time Hoofnitsa really, people really saw how good they were. So let's see. Teutons getting very good siege also. Bohemians getting early chemistry, so crossbow play from them can be quite nice in Castle Age. And let's see, let's talk about the maps. Mr. Yo has forward gold, forward berries. No wood anywhere near him at the back, so it's all forward for him. So maybe he's going to feel he needs to come forward and be aggressive. Which is something Mr. Yo is good at, I think. Unless, if you've seen the final from yesterday. Yo also beat Viper, right? In the final of Master of Socotra. I'm not sure if it was the final. Yo won Master of Socotra anyway, so he is a master of messy games. And yeah, he's pushing in some sheepin or some ostrich and stuff. Viper's base, on the other hand, is of course beautiful. Forward or back berries, back gold. These wood lines are nice. He can wall towards his TC. Lots of space back here for farms and booming. Gold here is a bit exposed, but he can drop a TC there. His other gold is forward. Yo's golds are way out here. That's an okay gold. Actually, a TC here could be nice. And he's going for a barracks already. So he's thinking about a drush. I think he knows that he's not in good shape here in terms of his map and maybe in terms of his civ, and he's going to have to come forward and be annoying. Good things for Yo. Viper's stone is forward. This one is way at the back. And Viper does know about it. So yeah. Also, if you're going to tower rush a civilization, Teutons are pretty low on the list of people you want to tower rush. They are fitting more units inside their towers. And they also get instant and free murder holes when they get up to capture age, which means that there's no restriction on the range of their towers. They can shoot at units that are attacking the tower, which is really helpful. I had someone tower rush me once as Teutons, and I managed to win. I was very happy with myself. Okay. Yo running around. Both players up to feudal age, pretty much the same time. No aggression so far, so yeah. 20 pop, it's probably going to be scouts from both guys, judging by no one on gold, no one being moved to gold yet. They're just going to fight with their scouts here. Viper getting the upper hand. Yo, I think you just run away here. Try to escape at least. And let's see what they open up with. Yo is actually going for men-at-arms. Yeah, he's going for men-at-arms. So we got that barracks up early, and I thought he was actually just adapting, like he thought about going for a drush. But no, he knows he has to be aggressive because his map is bad. I think that's the situation. And maybe he's going to come forward with villagers as well. Yes. No, just to get wood. Is he going to drop our lumber camp? Is this a debate? Oh, lumber camp. Here we go. 2 militia coming forward for him. They will be joined by a 3rd, and it will be men-at-arms, I'm sure. Viper spots it, though. Really nice by him. Really, really nice. His scout is weak. Mr. Yo saves his scout, does he? Yes, he does. Scout is still alive, so happy days. Happy days for Mr. Yo there. But Viper's tracking this the whole way. They're both going to arrive in feudal at pretty much the same time. Viper's slightly ahead. Yo with 6 seconds of in-game idle time, as Viper inadvertently pushing this zebra. I don't think that was his intention, as he's going to race up a stable, and Mr. Yo can't stop this. These guys will be ranged by the TC. Oh. Yo goes in then out. Men-at-Arms on the way. He's just going to skirt this line. I'm not sure if Mr. Yo has like the range thing, like mod turned on, but if he does, if he doesn't, it's just game knowledge, like perfectly on the line. Insane. Men-at-Arms are in though. They're in behind the TC, and Viper, yeah, maybe not doing as good a job walling as maybe he could have. He has to be trying to wall towards his TC here. Vulnerable at the back, and behind this, spears being added for Yo. Okay, he wants to get some spears forward to help out his men-at-arms defend against the scouts. Let's see what Viper does with his scouts. He's pushing in some zebra in the meantime, just because. Like, imagine that. Like, the horror I have pushing deer. Imagine pushing deer when there's men-at-arms in your base. Anyway, Viper just defends with walls. He is good with his quick walls. So let's see. Gonna try and break in here. Mr. Yo will, excuse me. Viper will need to notice this. He has to notice this. There's literally nothing else happening in his base. As he comes along with the scouts, Mr. Yo, will he be able to back this up with spears yet? No, his spears are at home. The spears are at home guarding the villagers that are walling. Meanwhile, over here, preparing. Now Mr. Yo has a spear. So really nice play by him. Instant spear. It just makes it so much more difficult for Viper to react to this. Viper will have to drop a archery range, get fletching, or sorry, make skirmishers, then drop a blacksmith, get armor, get fletching if he wants to be effective here. And it's just gonna be annoying, but it is just one villager. It is just one villager of idle time sometimes. And yeah, let's see. Viper coming forward with his scouts. So we say it all the time. If you're not defending, at least attack. Okay, Mr. Yo guarding here. Viper runs. Don't run away. You can fight that. I don't like that decision from Viper. Maybe just wants to drag this out of position. Okay, what's happening here? Mr. Yo gives up trying to break into the wood line. And he's going to check out something else. No, not like this. Not like this. I will remember that, Mr. Yo. Next time it happens to me, I will say, Mr. Yo did it, therefore. Alright. What is Viper adding? Skirmishers. Okay. So a bit of an adaptation for him. He hasn't been as active with his scouts. He has 5, like, and it was just one spear. And that spear kept him out of the base where there's isolated villagers. He could have killed that spear without losing any scouts. Anyway, spear goes down here, and maybe Viper coming back to clear up these men-at-arms finally. But he's able to defend with the skirms. Mr. Yo's scout is super weak. Viper, yeah, he just wants to clean this up and then he'll be done. Or not. Maybe he wants to take the hill. Okay. Okay. Skirm's leading him back. Yo's ahead on score. He does have one more villager. Okay, nice micro by the Viper. Men-at-Arms trying to kill the weakest scout, and Yo doesn't care about this anymore, obviously, just lets that happen. But I did get some idle time, and the Men-at-Arms stays alive for a ridiculous amount of time, but eventually goes down. Viper not garrisoning his TC, because that would be idle time. Alright, so big boy walls coming from Yo. He wants to turn this into arena. He shouldn't have gotten away with this. He really, really should not have got away with this. Maybe he still won't. Here comes Viper with the scouts. There's no HP on some of these palisades, and the scouts are coming straight this way. So yeah, again, like Viper could have just clicked inside. Okay, now there is. Brilliant play by Mr. Yo. Over here, he's gonna be fine. Fully walled, and it's too late. The timing on this stuff is just insane. Like, seconds matter. It's ridiculous. But I honestly think Viper could have gotten more damage there. Anyway, it is what it is. He didn't take any damage at home too much, with a bit of idle time, but that's it. Viper on the way to Castle Age now as well. Getting fletching for his skirmishers, because he's expecting archers, I'm sure. And Mr. Yo is in fact adding archers and expecting archers. He scouted the archery range and sees the flag on the top. That's what happened. He didn't guess. he just scouted. Okay. Market archery range coming up behind this, so another hint to Viper that his opponent wants to commit to archery range units. Probably archers. We talked about the early chemistry being quite strong. And yeah. Viper probably gonna want to go for some stables, as there's a line going ham on his villager. Villager wins though. Okay, and Viper denies the second range, and he has the skirmishers here. He's getting the armor for the skirms as well, which will make them very tasty. And yeah, he's probably going to want to boom here. He's coming forward with more skirmishers. Again, Teutons with the 40, is it 40 or 60% cheaper farms? They just feel like you can just keep dropping farms forever with the Teutons. As Mr. Yo forced to wall behind here. But Viper is going to reach the Castle Age now. Let's see what he does. Immediately elite skirmisher bodkin arrow for him, and maybe a TC at home somewhere. Let's see. Spearmen come out. Not going to get too much damage. Viper attacking palisades. Not going to get in here. But still, crossbow not going to be too effective for Mr. Yo here. I wonder how he's going to adapt to this. Maybe with some siege. It's the way to go. Viper with a second TC. Back here on gold. A very compact base for him. But everything's going to be well locked down. And it's tough. Tough for Mr. Yo here. Viper putting on a lot of pressure. Yo getting scale barding armor. So maybe he's going to go for some knights. Early on anyway. Or maybe he's going to try to compete for the relics. Let's see. He doesn't have map control anyway. See Viper with the knight. Yeah, shooting knight's gonna be strong as hell. Alright. We already see them with the +1 melee armor without any of the upgrades. So very, very tanky boys. But slow. Okay, Yo going to defend with a TC of his own on his main gold, which is what Viper did, but it will lock down this position a bit. Archers are out here for Yo, but they're going to die instantly to this. Oh, the timing for Mr. Yo pops out just as crossbow comes in. And now the knight behind is going to try to take some good trades. Knight got to fight here. Probably not the best idea. And here comes Mr. Yo with a little counter attack, and Viper will have to come back with his army. So, well defended by Mr. Yo here. And yeah, we'll have to keep repairing. So, yeah, defending with his skirmishers, which are a defensive unit, really. And should be doing okay here, the Viper. He's still behind on score. 40 villagers for him, 41 for Yo. Getting bloodlines, getting scale barding armor, so those knights going to be very, very tanky. 30C coming back here for Yo. Viper with a very compact base here, but very safe. Yo won't get any damage here with these crossbows, probably just needs to run away. And yeah, Viper putting his opponent under a good bit of pressure here, but Mr. Yo is equal to it. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this progresses into the late game. For sure. Alright. PC up at the back. Yo scouting the back of his base this game, which is always fun. Okay, Mr. Yo adding a few knights of his own, but they're going to get shredded by the Teuton knights. And he needs upgrades for these. Not shredded. They won't trade as well. Okay. Scouts arrive. No ballistics for anyone yet. Yeah. Interesting little battle here. The decision to go knights for Yo is kind of interesting, as there's a monk now here for Viper. Again, Viper's knights will be resistant to conversions. I mean, they can be converted, but it just takes way longer. And yeah, Viper taking the better trades here. So nice play by Viper. Mr. Yo just relying on his boom, I think, for this game, but Viper's boom is going to be better. He's on 59 villagers, Yo on 52. Idle TC time creeping up for Mr. Yo, as maybe this game isn't going his way. We'll need to adapt somehow. As a monk comes out to get a relic, I think. Well, hopefully. Yeah. Viper keeps his monk alive. Now there's a lion attacking, and yeah. He can just heal up the knights, and he's here with the skirmishers just being annoying. So Viper with the better mid game so far. 10 villagers ahead, taking better trades with his army, and with a better eco behind it. Well done, that man. Okay, Viper adding more stables, so he wants to go for more either scouts or knights. Both are important here, I think. But he's going to be caught out here, just leaving his skirmishers here in no man's land. And yeah, that will be cleaned up by Yo. So that's a bit sloppy from Viper. These guys weren't doing any damage. And now he's just losing them for free. And this... Well, Mr. Yo doesn't really have much of an army, so it doesn't really matter. Well, actually, they have pretty even armies in terms of numbers. But I just think Viper's is so much stronger. Anyway, Viper with a ton of gold, so that's not very good balance by him, but it is what it is. Maybe he'll just sell that and make a few knights. Just have 2 stable production for now. But no extra upgrades, so just the +2. Mr. Yo going for another TC out here on the gold. Really nice play. Not taking the super safe gold out here, but anyway. That's safe for later. Gonna drop a TC on this vulnerable area of his map. And yeah, he's active on the map here. Doesn't want those knights getting any kills. Trying to defend this monk. Needs to drop and try and convert. Nice play. The Teutons are resistant, but this should be a conversion, surely. 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 Oh. Poor Mr. Yo. Teutons are tasty. This is it. Okay. This knight might be converted. No, it won't be. It's Teutons. Not going to be converted. Just run away. Yeah, perfect. Okay, market coming at the back for Viper, so I think he's realized his gold situation is a bit imbalanced. As we see pikeman for Yo. He's gonna need a lot. Adding more barracks now, so maybe has he scouted all the stables from Viper and knows what the play is gonna be. Viper coming with a forward castle. Teuton castles are very, very nice. Don't think they have any extra HP, but again, you can garrison more villagers. I think they get free herbal medicine as well. There's some shit like that. They're so strong. Could be wrong about that, but maybe. Obviously free murder holes, so very difficult to take them out. And their Imperial Age unique tech, Crenellations, gives them 13 range, which means that you can't use bombard cannons against them, which is gonna suck for Mr. Yo. Because I think Bohemians, yeah, they want to be using their bombard cannons. But maybe the Hoofnitsa can outrange Crenellations. Let's see. This is going to go up faster for Mr. Yo. And is this going to be denied? All the villagers are in range. One villager dies. Oh, it's a doubt castle. It's a doubt castle. Oh, yeah. Viper didn't commit enough villagers forward, and now this castle is just wasted. I'm not saying he's throwing or anything, but not good. Not good. That could have been a very defensive castle, but he decided to YOLO anyway. Monk hanging out here, healing this villager instead of trying to get conversions, but it is what it is. Pikemen being produced now, but again, he will need a lot of pikemen to deal with these knights. These are ridiculously strong. Alright, so yeah, Viper gonna work on these production buildings now. He has the built-in counter to all melee, which is the Teutonic Knights. But whether he drops some of those, I don't know. They will get shredded by archers. For Mr. Yo not making archers. Making Hussite wagons. Which feel underwhelming. As we see, yeah, the pikes all get destroyed by the knights. Just not enough numbers. Not enough numbers. Viper going for another castle over here. Yo going for a counter castle again. And Mr. Yo probably gets this one up again. So let's see. Let's see what happens. Viper will want to come back and try and build this, but no. I think he just needs to delete that, cut his losses. Here come the knights from Viper. Can he deny this? I don't think so. I don't think he denies this. Maybe it's going to be another doubt castle. Double doubt castle from the Viper. Insane. Yeah. Oh. He's clicking. 81%, 82%, 83%. Mr. Yo, no, target the bills. Oh, he's not in range. No. Get Bracer. He can't get Bracer. Castle's gonna go up. Oh, yeah, that was close. Okay. Now siege for the Viper. Okay. Teutons are getting tasty siege. Pretty extensive siege workshop. And also their Castle Age unique tech gives them extra HP. No, extra melee armor on their siege. For what that's worth. It never seemed to help when I was playing. But anyway. Alright. Those side wagons in defense for Mr. Yo. And the score is remarkably close. Except the Viper's going to be an imp. And once he's an imp, I think it's just done. But yeah, fantastic play. Just with low numbers of units. No one really had a big army here. And somehow we found ourselves an imp. And Viper's up first. And Mr. Yo is now clicking up. And it's going to be tough for him. Is Viper just going to... Yes, he is. Here we go. He's going to try and tank some of the damage with his knights. And go with the village. Go. Get in there. Go. 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 How many villagers is he going to lose? 1. 1. Still 1. 2. Clicking like a madman. 80, 90, 2, 95. It's GG? No, it's not yet. Here we go. Castle goes up. You will have to produce trebs and then just run them back immediately. Okay, but he is making trebs. He's getting the last armor for his knights. And yeah, he has a ram out as well. There you go. So, ram and treb gonna try to take out this castle. And I think it's over now for Mr. Yo. Lots of scrambling in the back, but this is so vulnerable. Once these knights from Viper, he only has 3. But once he upgrades them and makes more and maybe gets Cavalier. Cavalier, I said that really weird. Cavalier. He's going to be feeling okay here. Can Mr. Yo come back though? He won't want to lose. As the ram and castle do take out chemistry on the way for Mr. Yo on the way up to imp, right? It is available in Castle Age for the Bohemians. And yeah, he's going to have to go for bombard cannons. Bombard cannon and pike is the way to go for him. Yeah, it is a weird match. It's a really weird match. Really crazy. Anyway. Yo with 4 on stone, but he's being starved. He's taking this gold. Is Viper going to get in here? I'm not sure if there's a hole here or not. Anyway. Anyway. Okay, Treb working away on the castle. It just seems like Viper's game. Cavaliers being teched, Crenellations being teched, so extra range on the castles. Yo scrambling down the siege workshops to try and get some bombard cannons out. Wagenburg tactics. Someone told me recently what that is. Extra movement speed, is it, on the gunpowder units? Or is it extra range? Not sure. Will that outrange Crenellations though? That's the question. Look at the range on this castle. As we see guard tower coming in for the Viper, okay. And Viper with some crossbow mixed in, okay. To deal with the bombard cannons. This army will go down under the TC. But yeah, Crenellations is just brutal. Very safe Treb sitting behind, taking out some production buildings. And Mr. Yo... Yeah, pike and bombard cannon. That's all he can do to deal with this. Viper not with a big army though. Mr. Yo has 7 army. Viper has 13. It's just weird. Like, feels like Viper's kind of just playing here. Maybe trying to give Mr. Yo a chance to come back in. He's just like, enjoying himself as the Teutons. Mr. Yo scrambling up some barracks. He's not dead. He has 103 villagers, 54 on wood, 26 farms. That's enough for a bit of production. 14 on gold. He could drop some more farms, I believe, and it might be in better shape. But Viper just with these 3 castles in the middle of the map. Just Mr. Yo can't move past this. Like, I wonder if Viper actually counted the tiles, so like they'd be pretty much overlapping. Insane. Yeah, Teutons are tough. Tough to beat. We see guard tower here being annoying, just filling in the gaps, you know. There's nowhere for Mr. Yo to go. Nowhere. As Halberdier is teched, so Mr. Yo's way back into this is to guard his bombard cannons with pikes. And that's it. There's no other way for him to come back. There's nothing back here. Viper just suffocating him completely. There's gold here, but it doesn't matter. Can't take that. There's no sneaky bases from Mr. Yo. Viper still has stone everywhere. GG's called. GG is called. So style points have to go to Viper there. I just love the Teutons, and he just played them perfectly. One of his favorite civs. We just saw maybe why.